Z. Are you okay with this? Okay. Now that we have understood the algorithm of converting the infix into postfix, so let's go for coding it. Let's go for the code. Because of the existence of this unique interpretation, some compilers first convert arithmetic expression from the standard infix notation to the postfix to simplify the code. To convert an infix into the postfix, we must use stack to hold operators that cannot be processed until their operands are available, right? So this is the basic concept which we'll use in coding it. So before we start coding, let's make an assumption that we have an expression a plus b into c minus d, a plus b into c minus d. So what we do? First, this is equivalent, means suppose we start applying the BODMAS rule. We know that the innermost bracket will execute first, then the external, and then rest of the things, right? So just for the sake of understanding, I have put brackets, but actually the brackets are not required. Okay, the operators will virtually have brackets without explicitly putting it. So first innermost bracket, that is b into c, will happen, resulting into x. Then a plus x will happen because plus is coming first from the left, and then y minus t will happen, right? So we scan the input from the left to right. We scan the input from the left to right. I'm just writing the algorithm so that you will start getting tuned to converting this particular algorithm into code. We scan the input from left to right. If the next symbol in the input stream is an operand, right? A, B, C are all operands. F, X, all these are operands, isn't it? The variables in the expression. For example, A, it is placed directly into the output stream without further processing it, right? It's placed in the output string called as a postfix stream. Now, when you give the expression something like this, right? The very first character is A, right? What we are saying here, we scan the input from left to right. If the symbol in the input stream is an operand, it is placed directly into the output stream called as postfix A, right? Now, when it is coming over here, first determine that A is an operand, so I place it over here. So your code should have symbols for all the arithmetic operators. Your code has symbols for all arithmetic operators. So take this as a string, and once it is taken as a string, you can do string manipulation. Means what? What is string? A string is a collection of characters in an or a character array. So once it is pushed into an array, one by one, you can pick up a character, right? Is number is alpha num is one function which we are going to use. Is alpha num is a built-in function in C which is going to determine it returns a boolean value. Is alpha num means if this A, is it an alphabet or is it a number, right? If it is an alphabet or number, it returns true, else it is false. Okay, so when it comes to plus, it is not an alpha num. Okay, so first we pick up the first character. Since it is an alphabet, so we directly put it in the output string, right? Presently the operator stack is empty. Next, having completed this, so we are not bothered about A. Now we go down go to the next symbol, right? The next symbol or the next character in the string, the next symbol in the input string is an operator. In our case, it is plus. Then we compare the precedence of this operator. Please listen to me carefully. Then we compare the precedence of this operator to the one on top of the stack, right? So this is where the stack operation has to be constructed. This is where the stack operation has to be constructed. Okay. So because plus is there, we compare the precedence of this operator to the one on the top of the stack, or let's say op stack, short form of operator stack, which is initialized to an empty at the start of the scan, right? Instead of initializing it to empty, what we'll do is instead of initializing it to empty, we will initialize it to something like hash, right? Which is not an operator at all. Hash is not an operator. So we have taken one special symbol for the hash. I'll come to that point again. Now we have picked up the second character, that is plus, right, which is compared with hash. So the precedence of hash, let's take it as 0. The precedence of plus is taken as 1. So read the statement again. If the next symbol, that is plus, is compared with the precedence of the top of the stack. What is top of the stack? Hash. What is the precedence of hash? 0. What is the precedence of plus? 1. Right? Which is initialized to hash at the start of the scan. If the op stack is empty, or if the precedence of the next operator in the input stream is greater than the precedence of the one on top of the stack, then we push the operator from the input string on the top of the stack. Are you getting my point? The precedence of hash is taken as 0. The precedence of hash is taken as 0, and the precedence of plus is taken as 1. So in our example, because the precedence of plus operator is higher than the precedence of this hash is not an operator, just a symbol. Why we are using this hash will get clarified once you see the code. Okay, so instead of keeping it empty, I am keeping the first character as hash, and the precedence of this hash we are initializing it to 0. The precedence of plus we are initializing it to 1. So since 1 is higher than hash, so what we do, we push it in the op stack. What is an op stack? Operator stack. So after this, we are coming here. We already put this in the output, and this plus has gone into the op stack. Okay, next. Now we are done with the A and plus. So let's come to the next character, that is B. Now we are trying to locate the highest precedence operation to determine which operation to perform next, right? So this is the algorithm which you should understand. As long as the operators being scanned are increasing in precedence, we cannot do anything with our infix expression, right? As long as it is increasing precedence, we just keep pushing it in the op stack. So instead, we stack them and continue scanning the input stream. Now let's come to the third one, that is B, right? We give it to a function called as is alpha num. Answer is true. Since it is true, we straight away put it in the output, right? So presently the output is AB, and in the operator stack it is plus. Let's go further. So we are done with A plus B. Now it comes to multiplication, right? We are at the multiplication operator. Now in the top of the stack, on the top of the stack we have what plus, and the precedence of multiplication is higher than the precedence of plus. Let's assume that the precedence of multiplication is 2. Multiplication and division is 2. So because it is higher, right? Because it is higher, as per the logic, the top of the stack is plus, the top of the stack is plus, and the next operator is multiplication. Because multiplication is higher than this, what we do? We simply push it in the off stack. We simply push it in the off stack. Okay. So with that, we are done with up to multiplication. So we increment it and come to C. We increment it and come to C. What is C? C is not an operator. C is not an operator. So we simply put it over here. We simply put it over here. Then we come over here. Sorry. We are done with the C. C was here. Then we are incremented and now we are at minus. Okay. What is in the off stack? In the off stack, what do we have? In the off stack, in the previous case, just a minute, I'll take it back to the previous screen so that you will get the idea. In the off stack, yeah, this is the state. In the off stack, we have plus and into, right? When we came to C, because C is not an operator, so ABC in the off stack we have plus and into. Now when we come to minus, what has happened? When we come to minus, the top of the stack was what? Multiplication. And the precedence of multiplication is higher than the minus. If the precedence of multiplication is higher than minus, what we do? We pop the top of the stack. We pop the top of the stack and put in the output expression, right? So what was multiplication over here has got popped. Okay. Now again, what is the top of the stack? Top of the stack is plus. The precedence of minus is not higher than plus. So again, what we do? We pop it. Again, we pop it. Now presently it is empty, right? Empty, not empty, it is hash. So again, we check whether this minus, precedence of this minus is higher than hash. The precedence of minus being higher than hash, what we do? We put this into the stack. We put this into the stack. Okay. Then we come to the final character, that is D. Because D is not an operator, we print it over here. Now what has happened? We have come over here. We have come over here. And whenever we are saving a string, by default, the C compiler puts a null character, that is /0. Puts a null character, that is /0. Right? When this null character /0 comes, what we do? We start emptying whatever is there from the off stack, right? So this minus will come out, and after D you will get minus. So let us see. First B into C gets multiplied, converted into X, then A X plus. So A gets added to X, resulting into Y, and YD minus. Those students who could not understand it in the previous class, have you understood now? In case there is a doubt, please come in the chat window. Any questions as far as this algorithm is concerned? If this is understood, then the code will be clear. Please be absolutely interactive, students. This is a new way of learning. Now maximum initiative has to be taken by you guys. Varaprasad, repeating it full. You want me to repeat full? Repeating it full, I don't think it's a good idea. But from where this screen is there, okay, I'll take it one step back. That example, instead of me explaining, you actually give an expression which has got a parenthesis. Actually give an expression which has got a parenthesis in the code and you execute it yourself. Whereas while explaining the code, I will explain the parenthesis also. Okay. See what has happened. A we picked up first, not a operator, so we brought it here. Then we advance it plus. Plus is an operator, right? And what was in the op stack? Hash. The precedence of plus is higher than hash, so we pushed it here. Then we came to B. B is not an operator. We straight away put it over here, right? Then we proceeded to multiplication. The precedence of multiplication is 2 and the precedence of addition is 1. Precedence of multiplication being higher than that of the plus. So what we did, we pushed it over here. We pushed it over here. Then we came to C. Now C is not a operator, so we straight away put it over here. When we came to minus, the precedence of minus, what was over here? Previously multiplication was here. So when we came to minus, the precedence of minus is 1 and the precedence of multiplication is 2, right? So 2 higher than 1, false. When it is false, what we do, the top of the stack operator comes over here, right? Now again, we compare minus. Minus precedence is 1, plus precedence is 1. But the expression is what? Is precedence of plus higher than that of minus? Answer is no. Since it is no, we brought that out, right? Now what is at the top of the stack? At the top of the stack is hash. What is the precedence of hash? The precedence of hash is 0. The precedence of hash is 0. So the precedence of minus is 1. Since the precedence of minus is 1, which is higher than the hash, so we push it over here. Now when it comes to D, we are going, because it is not a operator, we straight away put D over here. Now we come over here, which is the end of the string, which is indicated by /0, that is the null character. Now when it comes to null character, we go over here and start popping out all the operators which are there. So fortunately there is only one operator, so that operator comes over here. Yes, Jai Shankar, as you have done it in the code, so we first test it for opening parenthesis and then test it for closing parenthesis. When the closing parenthesis comes, then it starts going back. Lakshmi, sir, if we operator with higher precedence is no right to one with low precedence, should we pop the operator with higher precedence followed by one with lower precedence? No, no, no. Lakshmi, it's not like this. See, when we were actually at minus, the previous state was what? Right. The previous state is like this. The previous state is plus multiplication, and when we came to C, the C came over here. Next, if I advance it to minus, V Lakshmi, I'm talking, I'm clarifying your doubt. Now, when it comes to minus, the precedence of minus is tested with the precedence of multiplication. Since the precedence of minus is less than precedence of multiplication, which is 2, so we pop it and bring it here. Okay. Again, the precedence of minus will check it from the top of the stack. Now, once this is popped out, what is the top of the stack? Plus is at the top of the stack. Now, minus precedence is not less than, but it is equal to, right? And what we are checking, is it higher? Equal to is not higher. Since it is answer is false, so we bring plus again here. Now again, this minus precedence is checked with that hash. The precedence of hash is set to 0. Now the precedence of minus is 1. The precedence of hash is 0. Since it is higher, so we push it. Therefore, multiplication and addition has come here and minus has got pushed. We'll Lakshmi Diksha. Have I answered your question? B. Lakshmi Diksha. Are you there? Okay. Okay. Now that you understood that, a word about that is alphanumeric. Is AL num as the name of the built-in function. What does it do? Is a C program language checks whether the given character is a alphanumeric or not. Is alphanumeric function defined in C type.h. Right? There's a header file called as C type.h. So alphanumeric, a character that is either an alphabet A to Z, small or capital, or it could be a number, right? So a number is 0 to 9. It's going to check only that. Please go through this code. Please go through this code. Very simple. So first I have hash defined some size of the array as 50, right? Hash includes C type. I just now explained why we use C type.h for simple reason that we are going to use is alphanum. Now I have declared one global string that is array of characters of that size. What is that size? Size is 50. One more global variable called as top is declared and initialized to -1. Right? Now the push function, simple push function. The push function takes one parameter, the element. Right? Please remember this push function. Those who will not be able to remember, please take a screenshot and keep it on your mobile or on the second laptop, because this particular function should be in your mind when I try to explain the next code. So also the pop function. The pop function, the present value of top, that is the element which is going to be popped, and then it becomes minus minus. Now this PR, the PR is a short form of precedence. What am I doing? I am returning one integer value. If it happens to be hash, it's going to return 0. Right? The precedence is taken as 0. If it is bracket, the precedence is taken as 1. That is the opening parenthesis. The precedence is taken as 1. Now it is plus and minus. The precedence is taken as 2. You see this here. I have not put a break. A simple case. Right? If it is this, then either plus or minus, the precedence return is 2. Right? So instead of using break in the switch case, I am using return. I am using return statement. Now again the precedence of multiplication and division is 3. Right? So whether it is multiplication or division, it's going to return 3. Please understand, keep this in your focus. Please keep this in your focus, because we are going to call the push function, the pop function, the PR function. Not required. Not required. Nikhil, you are asking regarding the closing parenthesis. In the code, whenever we encounter the closing parenthesis, we'll start the job of returning back. Okay. Once I show the next slide, Nikhil, your query about the closing parenthesis will be answered. Okay. Right. Slightly longish code. Ignore all that. This I have put it just for the sake of explanation. Right. All this I have put it for the sake of explanation. The code is here. This is not part of the code. This is not part of the code. This is not part of the code. This is just for the sake of explanation. Go through it once. However, I am going to explain each statement. Okay, gone through it. This is not the part of the code. This is for my explanation sake. This is not part of the code. This is not part of the code. This entire thing is not part of the code. I just put it so that one example you can understand. Okay. Before I go further, Nikhil Reddy, here when ch equal to closing parenthesis, we are handled in this fashion. Nikhil, without giving precedence, what we are doing in the else if part, when the character is equal to closing parenthesis, we are going to handle it. Okay, Nikhil? Okay. Now let's start. Hash include stdio.h c type. Our main function begins. Our main function is beginning here, and the main is finishing over here. Now I have declared a character array. The name of the character array is infix, which I am going to show it over here. Okay, just for the sake of explanation, is not part of the code. Okay, now this infix I have taken it as 50, and there is one more array called as postfix. This postfix array I am building it over here. Okay, this is also 50. A character variable of ch and elem is an element. Elem is an element. Then two more integer type of variables, I and k, right? Now let's start. We are giving a prompt to the user. Read the infix expression. So when this is executing, we are going to, using the scanf function, we are taking, assume that this is the expression which has been given by the user, a plus b into c, right? What is /0? The /0 is added by the compiler. The /0 is added by the compiler in the sense that whenever the string is terminated, whenever you press enter key after giving the string, by default the compiler is going to add the last character as /0. Okay. Now next, push. Right? What is push? Push is a function, right? Just for your understanding, push, and that is at LE. Now this particular character goes into element and it gets pushed into s of top, plus top. You remember top was initialized to -1. So plus plus top. So this particular top which was initialized to -1, now top becomes 0, S of top. So at 0 we are pushing hash. At 0 we are pushing hash. Now we are maintaining S as a array, and that S array is being monitored by the top, right? Next statement. Now ch in the while loop, ch equal to infix of a plus plus. Now I plus plus, that is I is initialized to 0, right? I which was first initialized to 0. So ch a value will be picked up by ch. So presently in ch you have a. In ch you have a. Now since it is not equal to null, the while condition is true. Since it is not equal to null, the while condition is true. So we enter the while loop. Now this while loop, students, is starting here, and this while loop is terminating here. This while loop is different, right? This while loop is starting here, and this while loop terminates over here. So we enter this while loop. We check this character. What is the character presently? A. A is not equal to opening parenthesis, right? So this if condition is false, we come to else if, right? Is alpha num. Answer is what? True, because A is alphabet. Answer is true. So since the answer is true, we come to this else if block. What is in the else if block? We have this postfix array, which I am depicting over here, k plus plus. K initialized to 0. So what happens? A gets into the, at the 0th location, you get A. At 0th location, you get A, right? Now, we will not go into this else if because we are already done with this else if. Else if it won't come here, it won't come to else. Now the while loop is terminated. Again infix of I. Now I value become 1. Corresponding to 1, we have plus, right? So ch equal to opening parenthesis false, is alpha num false, is closing parenthesis false. So it comes to this part. It comes to this part. Now please try to understand this part, because there is one is else and there is a while loop also. Now what is the precedence of top? S of top. What is the S of top, students? What is S of top? S of top. Hash. S of top is hash. Now we are where? We are presently here. We are here, right? So S of top is hash, right? And precedence of ch. What is S of top? The precedence of hash. The precedence of hash is 0. What is the precedent of ch? The precedent of ch, which happens to be plus. The plus precedence is 2. Are you remembering? The precedence of plus is 2. So this is false, right? Since it is false, it is not going to enter the while loop, and it comes to push ch, right? When it comes to push ch, the plus will be forwarded to le, right? And then at 1 you have plus. You have plus. Okay. Now we are again coming back over here. The I value becomes 2, and corresponding to 2 we have b. So we come over here, is alpha num b true. So here we add b. Here we add b, right? Again we come to the last of the while loop. Again I becomes 1. So corresponding to this value of I is 3. We have multiplication, right? So this is false. This is false. This is false. So we come to else part. While precedence of top. What is the top? Plus. What is the precedence of plus? Hussein. What the precedence of plus? Very good. Meghana, 2. What the precedence of multiplication? 3. So, what are we saying? Is 2 greater than or equal to 3? Answer is false. So, again we come to push. What goes into LE? Multiplication. Push. So, the value of top becomes 2 and multiplication comes here. Are you following? Are you following this? Okay. Now again we are at the end of the while loop. We come back here. I becomes 4. I becomes 4. Corresponding to 4, what we have is C. Corresponding to 4, we have C. So is num. K becomes K plus plus. So we prefix, right? So here we put the C value. Here we put the C value, right? Again we are at the top of the while loop. Now the value of I has become 5, right? Value of I has become 5. 5 means what? 5 means what? See over here. CH becomes null, not equal to null. Null, not equal to null. False. Null is equal to null. So we come at the end of the while loop. The while loop, as I am showing it over here, terminates here. And then we enter into the second while loop. We enter into the second while loop. So S of top not equal to hash. What is S of top? S of top is multiplication and it is not equal to hash. Yes. So what do we do? Prefix of this is equal to pop. Now what is pop? Pop is written S of top. What is S of top? This. So that S of top is going to come here and the top value will reduce by 1. So the top becomes this. Again we are in the while loop, right? S of top not equal to hash, true or no? S of top is plus and not equal to hash, it is true. So we are going to pop off. What pop? S of top. Now S of top is 1. So S of top is going to come over here. Yes. Then again we come to the top of the while loop. Hash not equal to hash, false. So what we do? Postfix K slash 0. So the last character we are adding it as slash 0 because explicitly we are adding it to the, therefore we have to do this. We have to do this. Then finally we print that given infix expression is percentile s and postfix expression is percentile s. So infix is this and postfix is ABC into plus. Is this understood? Anywhere you guys are not understanding, please come to the chat window. The part which you are not understanding. Is this entire explanation understood? Now copy this code, type it out. I'm sure you have taken the screenshots after the class. Those who have not done it, please type it out. And also take an example where you are using parenthesis. Take an example of using parenthesis. See, had I taken the example of parenthesis, it would have become very complicated to explain the virtual class like this. Right? In the normal class, if I would have been in KMIT and you guys also in KMIT, it would have been possible. But in the virtual class, to explain everything is little difficult. Therefore, I have not taken an example of parenthesis as some students have asked me, but those who have executed this code, Arshad, it is like this. Arshad, it is like this, that here scanf, in this scanf, we are taking this expression. Yeah, in this scanf, we are taking this expression. So the C compiler, when we are taking a string, the compiler will attach /0 as a last character. But if you notice over here postfix, which is also an array of characters, but this array of characters, we are building it one by one. We are building it one by one. Because we are building it one by one, we have to explicitly put /0. Okay. Right. So if you do not have any doubt, now what we'll do, we have the explanation of the quiz. Give me a minute. Students, we are now going to give you explanation regarding the quiz.
Hello. Hello students, can you able to listen my voice? Yeah, can you able to listen my voice also? Can you able to listen my voice? Please check it, guys, now. Ashika, can you able to listen my voice now? Right now, Arvind, now it's clear. Now it's clear. You're better. It's very low. No, now it's clear. Now it's good, right? Thank you, guys. Yeah. Yesterday we conducted one quiz, right? So in that quiz, total 540 are registered. In that one, 407 has been logged and 299 submitted. In that one, 61 students got full out of full. So I want to reveal the 61 students who got full out of full. Please check it. There are total 61 students has got full out of full. Varshita, Hans, Shreya Reddy, Aditya Kas, Srinua, Sri Krishna, Harshit. So a lot of students, total 61 students has got full out of full, and remaining some students are not submitted because of due to some time delay. We given some exact of 15 minutes of time. After time also some students are not submitted, so they do not got any marks. So these are the students. So not submitted students are listed as this one. So total 61 students got full out of full. Just I want to today classes. I want to discuss that one. What is the quiz we conducted, right? Okay. Yeah. Here I have projected one yesterday questions here. Uh, what is an additive polish notation? What is the meaning of polish notation? Polish notation, right? See, infix or prefix or postfix? Yeah, it's an prefix. Prefix. Prefix notation is also known as polish notation. What is an which answer is the correct one? Option A, right? So how to identify that prefix? Prefix, before that one prefix we have operator then afterwards operand 1, then afterwards operand 2, right? This is for prefix. The operator comes before the two operands. That is called prefix. What about the postfix? Two operator, two operand, operand 1, operand 2, then followed by operator, right? Yes, reverse. We call reverse it. So first one is a Polish notation, and second one is a reverse Polish notation. Nothing but we call as a postfix, right? Postfix. Then what is the answer for second one? This one, right? Postfix, because operand, second operand followed by operator. What about the infix? What about the infix? Infix operand 1, operator, again operand 2, right? I did not given that one question, right? Yes. Here, convert the prefix to postfix notation. I given some question like this one. This one, A star into B plus C star into D minus E. How to solve this question? So there are two ways we can do it. One is easily we can understand that is a prefix notation. How to convert postfix? Means postfix is nothing but an operand 1, operand 2, then followed by operator. We have to do this one, right? How to solve this one? First one is we have to take A, then B, then we talk about the star, then afterwards C, D, D, then about star, then of E, next we go over minus, right? This is correct one. Which one is the correct one here? First one, or B, C, or D? Which one is the correct here? AB is AB star, then CD, CD star, then we talk about the plus. Plus will come here. So option A is correct, right? To solve this question, we can use a stack method. What I will do, you can use a stack method also here. Right? How to solve this stack method, I will show you. Take one more. Here we have 2, 3, right? I am pushing inside here in the stack. Then afterwards 3, pushing. Then operand 1 become 2, operand 2 become 3, right? Now whenever we got a star, as we have a star here, right? How to, whenever star appears, we have to pop it. How to pop? 3 has popped, 2 also we have to pop, we have to perform the star operation. So what will answer will get it over here? We will get 6, right? 6 is storage. Whenever the number is appears, we have to push it to the stack. Whenever the operators appear, we have to pop it the numbers and we have to perform the operation. Now we have pushed the 2 and we have to push the 3. Then whenever the operators appear, we have to pop out 2 and 3 and operator 1 and operand 2. Then we perform the star operation. Star is multiplication. So 2 into 3, we got 6. Then we have one more is 5. We have to go into push into 5. Then there is one more number called 4. When I want to push the star, when I'm trying to push the star, it's an operator. So what I want to do, I want to pop it. Pop it of 4 and pop it of 5, right? Then we have to perform, what we have to perform, star operator. In this one, whenever the star appears, we have to pop it. So 5 for the 20 is only. Now what I have to do, already 6 is there. Already 6 is there. 6 is there. Now 5 for the 20 is there. So I want to push 20. Whatever I done, whenever the popping is done, I perform some operation. Then I was pushed in that one 20. With traverses 2, 3 star, 5, 4 star. Then is a plus operator. Plus again we have to pop it. We have to pop 20 and we have to pop 6 also. So next, what is the operation is there? Plus is there, right? What is the what plus will adding? So 26 is an answer, right? Again everything is gone. Then there is one more stack. We have 26. We are pushing a 26 value. Then next one is 9. Next 9. Next last one is in a minus value. Whenever appearing in operator, we have to pop it. 26 one operator. We are popping, and 26 minus 9 answer is 17. So what is the answer? A. Right guys? So what is the advantage of using post evaluation is that it's easy to evaluate it because the woman can do is the easiest way. So that's why it's an easy. Whenever we talk about the evaluation, the women can understand the post-week evaluation very quickly, and we can understand. We can calculate what is the exact value. So what about the prefix and postfix? That computer will can take care about evaluation. So when using the post-week equation, the time complexity is also very less. If I talk about the time saver, time complexity, so everything is all. The option is B. Then which of the following are themselves a collection of different data types? So different data types. Definition of structure is a collection of a different data type, right? So option B. And the next question, which of the following are storing different data types in the same memory location? That is called union. The union will take care about the different data types to be stored in the same location. So what is the difference between the structure and union? The first option, we cannot define the function within the structure but not within a union. No. We can define the function within a union, yes, within the union, but not within a structure. There are two. What is the difference between main difference in structure and union? Different data, memory allocation. Right? Here in the structure, memory allocation is a different data type. Whereas in union, it will allocate in the same memory. It takes same memory is a different data type. So what is the similarity between the structure, union, and enumerator means? We talk about data types and memory allocation. Generally, we talk about if you want a similarity, what is similarity means? Data type. So option is B. Generally, collection of node is called as which one? Heap, no. Pointer, no. Stack. Linked list is the answer. A linear collection of data elements given by mean of pointer is called graph. We do not talk about the graph because in the syllabus coming further syllabus we have the binary graph, binary tree. That one will go BFS graph, BFS tree, tree. That time we'll talk about the graph. So till now we don't know, so don't consider the graph. Pushing and popping queue also, inserting and deleting from front and rear. So whenever the pointer will appear, so that is called a linked list. Option is B. Which of the following is not a linked list? Circle linked list is there, double linked list is there, single linked list is there, but hybrid linked list is not available. Hybrid is nothing but combination of a single and double. like this one that is called, it's not is there, so it's an option D. Linked list is generally considered an example of a dash type of memory allocation. We'll talk about dynamic only because in the compile time the memory will not allocated. We have to return manually by using malloc, cloc, realoc, and static is a fixed one. So none of above is nothing. So dynamic is we are allocating what specified memory whatever required. Malloc is used for how much amount of memory is required for performing a task. We'll use an malloc. CLOC will continue allocation, and if you want to free that memory, we use the free operation. So dynamic memory allocation is there. So guys, a lot of students got full marks only, but some of the students who are missing that one, please, whatever the question is got, please raise that one which type of question, then I will explain it. So is it clear whatever I explained right now? And yesterday we already we kept one more activity.
Only 233 students attended.
Program 2 we activated. So in this program 2, a lot of students are not at all done. They are not at all open that question also, I think. In that one, just a minute, loading. Yes. So 233 students out of 406 students, 233 students got 100 out of 100. Means I gave them 3 test cases. So these 223 students had executed 3 test cases. But I want to show that one also. I think our server is very slow. Just a second. So meanwhile, do one thing, student. So what I'm actually today also we have kept one quiz. So I will go and activate this quiz also.
Shankar, this quiz will cover what? The second quiz?
Second will quiz covers on regarding an operators. Yesterday class regarding stack operators, queues, linked list.
Okay. Okay, but the students, it's not good that only 233 students attended the course.
Okay, sir.
Very bad. You have to write the code because it is going to get monitored, and your internal marks are going to totally be dependent on this. So if you do not perform, you will not get marks.
Okay, sir.
Attending quiz and attending program is compulsory, and there is no escape. Some students are complaining that test cases are not matching. You have to write the code in such a manner that it matches the test case. Get used to this. Why we are saying so? Because when the companies come for interview, they will set the test cases, and you have to write the code
Yes.
which will execute the test case. Okay, so do not
Some of
start questioning
the
the test
students
case.
also are executing whatever the test cases we given in an session, sir. They're not trying for other test cases because in the counter we given as a 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Count is 4. But they're not trying for if I give the 5 numbers, if I give the 10 numbers, it is getting the 10 count or not. So like that the students also there. So please students, you have to evaluate each and every test cases because if I give 10, you have to get the count as 10. Suppose if you're getting a count as 9, so your logic is mistake. So you have to try and check that one. Where is that one logical error? So try to solve that logical error because whatever the test cases you are going to do it in a companies also they will check that one. They will give us four to five test cases. Those who are solving the test cases they're going to select it for the next round. So that's why I'm keeping just in this normal question of counting a number of nodes. So I given the sample test cases. If I want to give the complicated in the further classes, so try to solve the test cases.
Yeah, you should write the code in such a manner that whatever test cases are there, your code should match the test case. Very important. Because we are not only preparing you for the exam, JNTU exam, we are also preparing you simultaneously for your interviews. And as Shankar sir has just told, that if that test case is given, you have to modify your code so that the test case are passed. Okay, anything else, Shankar? Yeah, Shankar, anything else or we are finished?
Yeah, sir. So one more quiz also I'm going to start, sir. Today quiz.
Yeah,
So please
today's
go
quiz.
to students and this quiz is going to allocated 15 minutes of time. So right now is on 2:30. Exact 2:45. I'm going to close this quiz. This quiz covers all the queues, operator queues, stacks, linker list, and small infix prefix. That is one question is there infix, and remaining questions are purely on stacks, queues, operations.
Okay, so the explanation of today's quiz will be on Monday.
Today's quiz is explanation on Monday, sir.